little hippie hut down a country road. There's a girl named Jonesy with a carefree soul. She's got chickens in the yard, running wild and free, and she's rolling up her life in a sweet green dream. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. She wakes up with the sunrise, no shoes on her feet, dancing in the garden to a reggae beat. She's got a peace sign hanging on her front porch swing, and a big old smile for everything. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. She's got no worries, just the earth and sky, living her life, no need to try, with a heart full of love and a head full of dreams. Jonesy's riding on life's sweet stream. Jonesy in her hippie hut, life's a breeze, smoking that good stuff, feeling so at ease, with the chickens clucking and the sun so bright. Jonesy's living in her own kind of life. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see. So if you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free, in a hippie hut just like Jones, and you see.
Hello. Hey. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's had a good day. And for those who may have missed it, Dutchie was doing a live. She did a live on the missing pertaining to Hurricane Helene. I know some people call her Helene. But it was very informational and very sad at the same time. We're about to go over at Citizen Sleuth. We absolutely are. Crystal Langford, you in here, baby? Come on, baby. Come on, we want you on the front row, girl. Hello, SoFlo, Okie, Bombs, Becca. Hey, Pearl Girls. Yeah, sad but informational. Absolutely. So if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. Queen Bella just dropped the link in the chat. By the way, hello, Queen Bella, Remy. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Mel. Hey, girl. Hey, y'all, I'm in the airport. Glad you're on. Hey, Truth Seeker. Welcome. I don't want to go too far up. I think I seen Brantley just a minute ago. Mr. Nobody, hello. I am so glad to see y'all. All right, so let me tell you what's happened. I'm trying to give her time to get over here with her stupid ass. Crystal Langford, come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. Come here, baby. Okay, well, it is what it is. Yes, North Carolina got hit terribly. It's so sad. Cat call. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. 253 missing from Tennessee as of 1 p.m. today. Ugh. And I know a few in our community have dealt with some losses as well. I think Georgia Peach is dealing with some losses. I think I seen Niecy in Duchess's chat. She's dealing with some loss from the hurricane. So let's just send out all the good vibes and prayers, whichever you choose, to these people. And others. And the others. I mean, oh my God, there's so many. And then we've got another storm brewing and coming up that's supposed to hit next week on August 5th. Not August, October 5th. Belt Bandit, what are you doing? Yeah. She's going to struggle to find her way home. No, I have not heard from Willow. If Grain's in here, she might can tell you if she's heard from him. Hey, Kate the Magnificent, Miss Leah. Hey, Sean. That's why you live in Michigan. I know. I would love to know. I would hope Savage would have a way to find out if her home's okay. Her mama's there, right? In the same area or close? Willow's good. Okay, good. I talked to Grain a little bit. Well, not talked to her, but I seen her earlier. She was tripping out. Hey, MK. She was tripping. I think I already said hey to you, but whatever. Hey again. She was tripping out about Crystal Langford being a dickhead. Crystal Langford decided on her channel, she ain't got nobody on there, so no, there wasn't many views, but the fact that it was up still pissed me the fuck off. From what I understand, Crystal Langford was doing a meme dump from her phone. So what she did was she put a lot of the memes that she had in a video. One of the memes was a picture of my husband next to Dolly. Now, I don't give a fuck that he's next to Dolly. I do give a fuck that she tried to insinuate that I have a type, meaning Dolly would be my type. I do have a problem with that. You can get some more of the noodle stuff if you want. Huh? Was there sauce in it? Sauce. The sauce is already mixed up in it. It can be completely honest with you. It kind of just tastes like the noodles. Oh, really? Noodles and meat, yeah. That sucks. It's fine. It still is good. Well, here is a screenshot of what she posted in there. Oh, that just makes me angry even seeing it. They could be brothers. Johnson definitely has a type. Are you fucking kidding me, you little bitch? Hold on, let me shut this door. Move, Tristan. Move. Your brother don't need to hear this. Are you fucking kidding me, you little whore? First off, they look nothing alike. Second off, that is my dude. So the fact that you're taking somebody in my personal life that is not on YouTube, is not a creator, is not a part of anything, and you're putting them, listen up, bitch. I can put my husband on my videos and my pictures all I motherfucking want to. He's mine. What we will not do is allow you to do that. You got me completely fucked up. Did I file a privacy complaint? I sure as fuck did. At the same time, did I file a copyright complaint? I sure as fuck did. And I didn't care which one took your shit down. I still don't know because I haven't even checked. All I know is that shit is down. That shit is down. I didn't care which one. Because guess what? I have backing on the privacy complaint and I also have backing on the copyright complaint. Because that's mine, boo. That's mine. He's mine. He belongs to me, bitch. It's okay if he's on my page, but it's not okay for him to be on yours. And it's not okay for you to do that to nonsense in Contonio either. I know who the fuck you think you are. Have you seen yourself? Hold on. Let me add this. Have you seen yourself, bitch? It better be back up. I don't care. It can be back up with his face covered. I don't give a fuck. What you will not do is put him out here like this. And best believe I'll put. Let me go into here. Let me go into this studio. So I didn't want my husband to know about it because I didn't want him to be affected in a way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want him to be like, I didn't want it to put him down. So I didn't say nothing. Well, while he was pottying, getting ready to go to work, he checked he was checking YouTube, and of course my shit came up on his timeline. And he come in there, he was like, "So what's up? Somebody put me on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, being a complete fucking asshole." I told him exactly what it was. He was like, does she not have a man? No, that's exactly right. You don't have a man. You're a lonely asshole bitch who sits at home with your kid all day, every day, has no life except for YouTube, bitch. Tell me you ain't got some man or a woman that wants to love you and cuddle you without telling me, ho. Tell me you're a miserable bitch without telling me you're a miserable bitch. Strike this, Crystal, because I will win. I will fucking win because it's your public picture. How do you have a mug like that talking shit like this? A mug like that, a face only a fucking grandmother could love, and you talking shit like this. I mean, excuse me? All she does, all those memes were making fun of other people. That's all she does. She's a fucking miserable human being. You have nothing going on in your life, and I pity you, bitch. I pity you. And this all came out of nowhere. Like I said, it ain't been like there's any issues going on. This was her doing a meme drop from her phone, I guess, or from her storage. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. What you're not going to do is put mines on your page. I thought she was gone too. Don't nobody want the skank. She left perplexed and ain't nobody wanted her. Yeah, Corey, fuck off. I see you too, boo. Whether it's copyright or privacy, I'll always win. Yeah, the video's up. Y'all want to see it? Let's go. Let me find it. Oh, stupid ass whore. Miserable little bitch. Oh no, she ain't got the video. She put the picture up. Look. Let me take her ugly ass face off my screen for a second. Now she's done put the picture up with his face blurred, said screenshot from YouTube. It don't matter if it's a screenshot. I can be that petty bitch all day long. And I will win all day long because he's mine. It's my content. You taking a screenshot from it and using it for malicious reasons, I got you, bitch. I got you. You're a loser. Okay, Corey. Oh, by far. Yeah, that ugly mug looks way better than me. By far. Look at that. You can get with that, or you can get with this. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can't get with this because I'm happily married, but I'm sure she'll take whatever because don't nobody want her stupid ass. Her bored, stupid ass. Okay. Mm-hmm. She knows she's fucked up because there's no point. And then somebody, and I want to read, I'm be completely transparent. Okay, let's go over here. Let me share this again. Let me take her ugly ass off my screen again. Okay, fine. Let's go over here. I said, Crystal Langford, you nasty, filthy asshole. Let me go on and break this down for your skank ass. You will not use my partner's photo in your nastiness. My partner is not a part of this YouTube world and does nothing to deserve that. I'm allowed to share his photo or show him in a video. You, however, do not have that right. You have no right to bring him into any sort of nastiness on this platform. And best believe, if I were to do something like you and make a meme with your son in it, you would lose your shit completely. Real life is real life. You definitely belonged with Laura. That's why no one wants you in their community. Tread lightly, skank. I will not tolerate your nastiness. One of the comments from One Sly. Where's it at? Okay, One Sly says, Joneson, have you forgotten going real life on Crystal and Laura by using your retired Leo father to look up their information? He didn't look up their information. First off, I didn't realize that's what that said. He didn't look up their information. I got Laura's information from the public platforms. One Sly. Go back. It's been the same thing from the beginning. You went real life on someone who was a sub. Your hands are not clean. You were wrong and you know it. I have no idea what Crystal Langford posted, but are you threatening to go life on her son and then sit on your pedestal judging others, especially when Crystal Langford is not in our community? A fact you are well aware of. I don't know where Crystal Langford belongs. I don't know. The gutter. Whose channel has the gutter? JP's? She can go find her ass over there. A fact you are well aware of. How short are memories around here? Okay. So, first off, what's wrong with that comment is my dad didn't look up anybody's information. I got Laura's information from her public platforms. I got her website, her YouTube link, and her name. I said, you come on this app, get angry with me, and accuse my dad of molesting me as a child. I absolutely gave Laura's name, YouTube, and website link to his office. That's not using my law enforcement father. That's standing up for him. And I do it again, right? I am that bitch. I'll do it again. As for Crystal Langford, I have said time and time again that I said I turned her info in with Laura's, but I didn't. I guess I was just trying to scare her into shutting the fuck up. I also, because she was going around everywhere talking about this, I also have given the department's info to Crystal so she can verify for herself that she has no notes in the system with my sheriff's department. I can give the info, but I can't make her check for herself. Checking for herself would shut her up completely, and therefore she wouldn't have anything to play victim about. Would she? You're not dumb, Sly One. I got it backwards. Sly One, Sly. You're not dumb, One Sly. I didn't threaten to put her son out there. I said if the roles were reversed and I would have done that to her son, she would have flipped her lid. Would she not have? Look at how she plays victim to the other stuff. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. You have no idea what Crystal Langford posted, but here you are trying to hold my feet to the fire. Girl, stop. There is none of that because I held my own feet to the fire and took accountability. since you don't know what happened, I suggest you stay out of my comment section and fuck all the way off. And I mean it. I mean it. Yeah, they did a long time ago. And you know what? Me and Laura have made up about that. Like, I've forgiven Laura for that. But that's the reason. That's all the chaos that was going on. Was Laura said that, and Crystal Langford was in Tiffany Marie's chat repeating it. And so I told Queen and them that I gave Crystal's information along with Laura's information to the law enforcement office. I said it on my live stream. I did not. I gave Laura's. I did not give Crystal's. Again, like I said, I don't know if I was just trying to look cool. I don't know if I was just trying to be tough or if I was trying to get this bitch to shut the fuck up. I don't know why I said I gave Crystal's info with Laura's, but it's very verifiable. All you have to do, I've given the information. I've given the information of my law enforcement office. All you got to do is call and say, hey, am I anywhere in your system? They're going to take your name. They're going to search it. No, you're not going to be in their system. But if you do that, you have no more victim card, right? You have nothing else you can play victim about. It is now, KCG. Yeah, Laura was butthurt. Her name was brought up. But what I meant by that statement is you belong with Laura. Laura does real life shit, so do you, bitch. That's what I meant by it. Laura can be mad at me all she wants. I don't give a fuck if it was 3 years or yesterday. You know? Yeah, they are comfy living in victimhood, so they don't take steps to verify it. That's all you got to do. Like I said, I've given the information to the sheriff's department. You don't want to fucking take it. You don't want to call that sheriff's department. You don't want to verify that you're nowhere notated in their system pertaining to me or my father. That is your decision. And you're making the decision to not check because you want to be able to continue to cry victim. But don't get it twisted. You are not a victim of mine, Crystal Langford. I am now, my husband is now a victim of yours, though. Miserable bitch. And that's the truth. If I would have done something like that, if I would have made a meme about how she's a miserable, lonely bitch who does nothing but sit at home with her kid and put her and her kid on a meme, would she not lose her shit? She would. So miss me with bullshit. That ain't me threatening to do it. I would never fucking do that. Ever. But that's me saying, if I did, you wouldn't like it. You should take that into consideration before you do it to other people. Yeah, it was a comparison. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Got me fucked up, whore. Looking the way you do and trying to bring up you got me fucked up. You look like that and trying to talk shit on my dude and me. But you look like that. And this was probably like 10 years ago. I don't know. I'd have to look. It was a long time ago. I know that. What you look like now, Crystal? Let's see a picture, baby. Let's see a picture. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to go over. I gave her time to shine. The next thing we're going to go over, I'm not upset about it, so I'm going to try to reel myself in and bring myself down from being hype because I, God forbid, don't want these sensitive motherfuckers to take me as being angry at them on what I'm about to review when it's not. Listen, if y'all listen to this, I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at Crystal, but it's going to take a second for that shit to pipe down, you know? It's going to take a second for it to wind down. My hubby wasn't mad. He just felt like what kind of miserable person wants to do that? That's how he felt. And I was like, well, you just said it, a miserable person. She is a miserable human. She's nasty. She's vile all over the place. She is just not a good person. Yeah, compared him to Dolly. Sure did. Said that I got a type. That's the second thing. I ain't got no goddamn type when it comes to Dolly. Dolly ain't my type. Sorry. Okay, yes, we do need a buffer. Let me see if I can get this pulled up. I want to show y'all this video. Hold on. Well, she sent it to me, but I don't see it now. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Ugh, y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm so pissed. Hey, you just a sad person. Such a sad, sad person. All right, let me pull up my Yahoo. Sent. Y'all look at this video.
I know you motherfucking lie.
Just for a palate cleanser before we go into the next thing. Y'all watch this video. So funny. Tracy sent this to me, not chasing a different Tracy.
I know you motherfucking lying to me. Is this a chicken? Is it a chicken?
Look at it.
Where's in the middle of Dallas?
Look
Bro,
at
what is that? I'm low-key scared of it.
It's a Polish chicken.
Bruh. What is that? It got dreadlocks? Bro, is that a chicken with dreadlocks? Please tell me. Is it looking at me? Hey, friend. Oh my, y'all, we is at a QT on Forest Lane in Dallas, in the hood. And it's a whole chicken with dreadlocks.
A chicken with dreadlocks.
I like your hair.
Look.
It's responding. I like your hair. Just don't come over here because I'm low-key scared of you. Yo, what is a chicken doing in the hood in North Dallas? I'm surprised ain't nobody fried you up yet over here. They probably got EBT, so they good. But what in the world is you doing at the gas? What you doing at the QT, sis?
Was that not the cutest shit ever? Okay, so what I want to talk about is the noble lie. Me and Deets held a live the other day about it. Oh, I have a birthday in the chat. Bring on my chocolate man with the ice cream, please. Damn, happy birthday to you. Thank you for that, Five. Thank you for that. Hey. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so her loins are quivering. Give me that. Give me that. You're going to take this dick.
You're going to take that dick. You're going to take that dick, huh? I'm going to pop off a piece of my dick. I'm going to get it all up in your vag. Get it up in your vag with my dick. With my dick. Gonna put it in with my dick.
It's so funny. Okay. All right, I'm a little calmer now. Listen, Brantley. Okay. So we did a live the other day on the Noble Lie. I'm not going to try to go into the philosophical definition the way that video we watched did, but the best way I can explain it is it's what we kind of all do. We in a way, like, we tell ourselves we do this for awareness, right? But then at some point we become part of the problem. And as we are part of the problem, we're still claiming awareness. That it's a noble lie we tell ourselves. So with this, every time I think of the noble lie, I'm thinking of that dude in the blue shirt with his nips. So, but I think it got lost, not necessarily amongst everybody. I think Queen's away at this moment, but Ellie, I think, brings it up. And Ellie seems like she kind of understood what we were trying to say, but the other two weren't having it. And I think it's because maybe they took offense to it. I'm not sure, but it wasn't directed. Our live wasn't directed at any one person, any few people. It was directed at us as a community, as a whole. So I want to go over this and correct a few things.
You've seen all my great creations I've been making?
I've seen the owls, and I heard you talking about succulents today, but I wasn't watching, so I was listening.
Oh, I
you know?
missed that. Okay,
I
here,
missed it. Let's see those. I've seen the owls, though, because of course for Halloween, right?
Right.
Owls.
Oh, feel
I gotta
better,
dig in the
Granny.
box because the whole box is full now. Hang on.
Like you said, I have a dick in the box.
I gotta dig in the box. Dig in the box.
So what
Okay.
I understand the noble lie to be is that, like,
So see, I'm not quite sure what brought that up. I don't know if it was something in the chat. Let me see. I don't know what made Ellie bring up the noble lie. I'm not sure. The chat's taking forever to load, so screw it.
So what
Okay.
I understand the noble lie to be is that, like, you kind like in our comma community, that in reference to what, like, that people are like
They hate when you do that, by the way, voices.
convincing themselves that they're doing
I do too.
good
It's like there's a time and a place.
to kind of keep, like, kind of
Let's go back.
in our comma community, that in reference to what, like, that people are like convincing themselves that they're doing good to kind of keep, like, kind of order within our community. You know what I mean? Like,
The noble lie is kind of like lying to ourselves. We convince ourselves we're doing something good, and in all actuality, we might be causing more harm.
we're like against the tragedy pimps. That's our noble. We're being noble.
I didn't know
Yeah.
we had control of YouTube. Holy
No, I
fuck.
know, but I mean, I'm just saying I'm just like giving you like an interpretation of what.
See, so like, okay, so I don't know. I guess it's something Ellie just wanted to talk about. So I'm cool with it. I'm not saying like absolutely everybody should have their opinions on it.
Tragedy pimps. That's our noble.
I didn't-
We're
I
being
didn't-
noble.
I didn't know
Yeah.
we had control of YouTube. Holy
No, I
fuck.
know.
Nobody is saying, see, B-Tim, this is what makes me think you took offense to something in that live. I mean, I guess if the shoe fits, lace that bitch up and wear it, but nobody said we have the control on YouTube. You have the control of YouTube. No, the point is we only have control of ourselves. You completely, for such a smart dude that went whoop, right over your head.
Oh, but I mean, I'm just saying I'm just like giving you like an interpretation of what I meant, what I heard.
Giving
about
us
the
the
noble
rundown
lie.
of what was being.
The noble lie. Yeah.
No, what I say is 100% what I believe in. I think Seth Rogers didn't have anything to do with the disappearance of his son, but I think he's an asshole. So,
And I agree with that.
so 100% stand on that. I can do math. That's one of the reasons why I don't like him, and I don't like his actions. And that's pretty much it. And I think he's actually hurt the situation a lot.
And I agree with everything B Tim's saying right here. Nobody's saying you can't have that opinion. We're saying we got to be careful with what we say, you know, what we put out there.
More than he's helped. So I stand on that. You can click me. There's no noble lie going on for me to maintain control. It's just simple as that. I state what I see.
There's no noble lie for me to maintain control. I don't know what it is with him thinking that, saying that, you know, this noble lie is a problem in the community means that you need to take control over it. Nobody wants you to take control over it unless it's pertaining to you yourself, sir.
Very clearly.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Ellie, here you go.
Oh, cute. I love it.
And then
Now, see, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be
there's
petty.
Wow.
cactuses.
Oh, cute. I like a little like pot. The paper in the pot.
Yeah,
And then there's
Oh.
coffee.
and that's what I'm saying. Just because the things he said right then were true pertaining to Seth, it doesn't mean he hasn't said things in the past that maybe hurt the situation a little more. The same as me saying things in the past that could have hurt the situation a little more. I mean, he's just not getting it, I guess. I don't know.
Cups.
Fucking pumpkin spice. Okay.
And then there's
No, we used to talk shit about when she would do this. We did. I ain't even gonna lie. Nobody likes it.
Oh, cute.
Hey, hold on. Hey, it's a chicken. Kaden, go ahead and go put the chickens up. There's a chicken on my back porch. That's not something you hear every day, is it? Go put them up because I had to find Patsy again last night. Up here by the burn pit. So go put them up and take Nala with you.
Very
and
fall.
then there's a ghost.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, but where's Nick the Hat in that ghost thing?
don't talk about him.
Don't talk about him. I don't need a C&D.
So like I heard that like Clue did not get one, right?
Avery, thank you for the super chat. She said, throw this one at them. Titular lie. Make them study more. Well, hell, I'm going to have to go study now, Avery. Oh, that's so funny. Let's look that up. Titular lie. Titular lie. What is a titular lie? Means having a title or office. Hold on. I'm confused. The titular head of the family, relating to, having the nature of, or constituting a title. Yeah, I'm gonna have to study that one too, Avery. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Because
No, she didn't get one.
alluding to it yesterday, and she said today no.
Yeah, she went on and she said no, she did not receive one. The reason why she hasn't been live that much is because she's been walking through the woods.
Yeah.
A lot, and that's pretty much it.
And I agree. I prefer her to be out there walking through the woods than on the platform attacking Seth the same way Brittany J is still on this platform attacking the Proudfoots.
Yeah.
I think if she would have gotten a C&D, she would definitely have gone live like the next fucking, probably the same day she got the C&D, to be honest with you. She did, you know what I mean? So
No, there's not. We tell ourselves there is, because if we find misinformation and we come out and we want to correct it, that's a noble thing to do, right? But anything past that, no, we're not a noble sector.
Shamble said Plato was not amused.
Plato was not amused. Pluto was not amused as
Pluto
well.
was not amused.
Pluto the
at
dog
all.
was not amused as well. Pluto was not amused.
Didn't JLR sue the planet Pluto?
He might have. I mean, there's a possibility.
One of the planets. Maybe it was Jupiter. I don't know. I think it was Pluto.
There's a possibility, you know. There's always a possibility.
Hey,
Didn't
well,
Pluto get like downgraded as a planet or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Didn't
but I
something
think it's
happen?
back to. I think
It's
it's back.
back
To,
Oh.
now.
I agree. Wolf.
Yeah,
Ellie,
that's
they
why
wanted to show you
because
the
JLR sued him. That's
Oh my
why.
God. Can
Oh,
we?
Ellie, there's the
cool.
crow.
Ooh,
Huge.
it's cool.
There you go.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Did you just sound like that Australian guy? Knox. No.
And like
Kim
so many
Kardashian.
other things. The Kardashians.
You have to
Enough.
tell me which god you're suing. Is it Poseidon? Is it a name in particular? Boat?
Oh my God.
I was putting paper on the mat. What were you starting to say about the noble lie? Tell me that.
Oh, well, it just is like, okay, was what they were kind of saying is going on in this community, that like people are like kind of using the Sebastian Rogers case like for things other, and like telling
Yes, it's paper.
themselves it's for a noble cause, right? So that's a noble lie. That's how I kind of get it. And it was like,
And okay, so Ellie gets it. She understands, and she was just trying to have a conversation about it.
by like, you know, I mean, it goes way back to like, you know, Plato, you know.
You really think, as not the crafty stuff that's made by Parker Brothers, but Plato, the
Philosopher. Yeah.
Just throwing that shade at me because I said Pluto. Okay.
No.
So, you guys, panel and chat, do you guys feel that we are doing this for a noble lie?
I feel like that's not the intentions. That's the point in a noble lie, is it's not the intentions to pretend to do something good knowing you're not, knowing that you may be adding harm to it. That's not the intention. So this question is moot. It's void. It makes no sense. A noble lie is something you're doing and you don't realize you're doing it until you're willing to check yourself.
But they said they were also like guilty of that noble lie as well. That we're all kind of guilty of this noble lie, that we're on here and like, are we doing better for these cases, or are we all just doing worse? You know, I mean, us, we, you know, I'm talking the collective we, this whole like space of Krama.
Maybe they need to not worry about what others are doing, and they do their own thing, and we'll do our own thing. And
maybe I can have an opinion on anything I want to, especially when it doesn't concern you specifically. Again, like I said, I don't know if they just took this to heart or took it as the live was about them. Everything ain't about y'all. Everything ain't about you. It was about the community as a whole and what we've all done, what we've all participated in.
It doesn't matter how it's handled.
Well, it's like an interesting, like, you know.
It does. There's the problem. Boom. It doesn't matter how it's handled. It absolutely matters how it's handled. If you're causing more harm trying to stand up and do something good, are you doing anything good? No. What do you mean?
Like, you know.
It's not really interesting because, like,
okay, because they came up with it. Okay. No, I mean, because we've talked about it, but
Ellie, they're not trying to have a conversation
before. Like, is it?
Yeah, and I remember I talked to you.
That, you know.
And I remember I talked to you about it, and I said, you know, no. Basically, if no one's, you basically are saying that we should just keep quiet and let people who are assholes just go about doing their usual thing without.
Okay, so skirt, hold up. Let's stop right there. So, us saying that we all participate in this noble light to some extent, means that we're saying that nobody should correct the assholes or stand up to the assholes. Is that what that means? No.
Without anyone stating their opinion. And number one, you basically are saying that we should just keep quiet and let people who are assholes just go about doing their usual thing without.
Tell me you don't understand without telling me you don't understand. Nobody is saying let them continue on doing their thing, being assholes. What we're saying is we don't have to add to the chaos. You can correct shit and correct misinformation or call out somebody without being a complete dick.
Without anyone stating their opinion. And number one, that's impossible. People have opinions on situations that occur all the time. Number two, it's like if people didn't say anything, then guess what?
I agree, Candace. That's what I'm saying. Like if y'all felt hit by this or touched by this, then maybe there's some self-reflection that needs to be done. But what nobody pointing the fingers at anybody specific, because I mean, if anything, we pointed the fingers at ourselves, and ourselves were the only one that we did point fingers at because we are part of it. We have done it.
Stating their opinion. And number one, that's impossible. People have opinions on situations that occur all the time. Number
Hey,
two,
small
it's
wildflowers.
like if people didn't say anything, then guess what? People will naturally assume that what the people that are like saying that the wrong and negative things are stating are correct. And
Correcting misinformation is not a noble lie. Correcting misinformation is a noble thing to do. But allowing the chaos and allowing chaotic people, chaotic characters to come on your platform, whoever's platform, and spread their drama and spread their bullshit doesn't help. That's where the noble lie comes in.
because no one is challenging them. So it's like that's the same thing.
It is, Lana.
So like remember like the whole Turtle Boy thing, everyone's like,
like
oh, Turtle
you can dislike me and Deets all day long, but what we said was true. And anybody in this community that takes a step back and does some self-reflection will see that yes, at some point or another, they have been part of the noble lie. They have taken part in it.
Boys, oh look, he's great. But as soon as more people started talking about it, suddenly like public opinion started changing. You need people to actually come out and actually kind of be the forefronts of the public opinions, kind of like the first one through the door type of deal.
Okay, do that. But does all the extra shit outside of correcting misinformation, and don't play stupid. You know, there's a lot of extra shit surrounding this case other than correcting misinformation. So does that help? And I will say that Queen's panel does correct some misinformation. I heard them the other day correcting something. Granny corrects some misinformation. Nonsense dedicates her live streams to correcting misinformation. But everything outside of that, all the other drama and bullshit, that takes away from the cause.
That's just my opinion. And this whole idea that I'm supposed to just like, oh, because this whole situation's a mess, I shouldn't have an opinion on the mess. I'm sorry.
No, they're not saying you should or you should.
No, that's not at all what we said. Everybody is entitled to their opinions. Again, for such a smart dude, this one went over your head. And I mean, I don't even know if I have the link to that video anymore, but just look it up. Do some research.
Shouldn't, like, they're just it's just the question is being posed more than, you know, like,
I mean, like, what's their solution?
I don't know. I don't think there is
Our
one.
solution was just to stop adding to it, right? Stick to correcting misinformation and stop allowing all the outside drama and the outside mayhem take over. That's it. That's all. That was our solution. But it's up to each and every person if they do that, if they're going to stop allowing all the outside noise to come in.
I agree with what Kathy just said about,
What'd
you
she
know,
say?
we don't think that I don't feel that any of us think we're going to make any sort of effective
No.
by
Yeah.
doing this. But,
So you don't think that you're going to make any kind of difference correcting misinformation when 2 seconds ago that's what y'all were saying? That it's needed for people to correct misinformation. So if you don't think you're doing any service to the case correcting misinformation, why are you there? Why are you doing it, Voices?
we also are here to, you know, say, hey, no, that isn't right. And you can like it or
I
you
agree,
can lump
Cammie.
bump it.
I agree, Cammie. And there's a lot of things I won't restream because it's fucking toxic as fuck. Just like people were restreaming when people on this side, right? The noble lie. They're telling themselves, this is the perfect example, telling themselves that they're standing up for Sebastian and, you know, they're doing the right thing by discouraging this type of behavior, right? Let's look at when Seth exploited his own son and his trauma, his past trauma. You could have spoke on it, but instead you replayed it for even more people to see, even more people to hear, for it to even more be put out in the algorithm. So you told yourself you were standing up for Sebastian and you were saying this is wrong, but yet you partook in it.
But we're not going to change what we do. I mean, I'm not going to. And if I didn't do it over here, I'd do it other places. Granny's watching. Great
Again, nobody's focused on you.
point. I wish they'd lead by example, not by judgment, because they're
Okay, so Granny's watching said, I wish they would lead by example, not by judgment. What part of our noble live stream was judging people? If that's the case, we were judging ourselves too. We're trying to lead by example. Leading by example is only going live to correct misinformation when it pertains to Sebastian, or not going live at all for some of us. I feel like that is leading by example. But you're not going to take that example because you want to go. You have to go live daily. And I'm not talking about just Granny, but a lot of these creators have to go live daily. So they have to have a topic. They have to have something to talk about, to discuss.
doing no differently than what we're doing. Welcome to the club, sanctimonious crew.
Yeah, it's
Bingo.
that's like, yeah, it's like,
Oh God. Y'all can call us sanctimonious. Y'all can call us the moral authority, the do-gooders, the judgmental pieces of shit, whatever y'all want to call us. But it shows more about you than it does about us and our stream. Because us and our stream was condemning ourselves as well as bringing other people's attention to the fact that they too might be part of the noble lie experience. If you feel touched by that, I cannot help it. It doesn't mean I'm pointing my fingers at you directly. Nobody was pointed out directly except for me and Deets ourselves. So it ain't like I'm pointing my finger at you and telling you you're full of shit. You're part of the noble lie. You think you're doing something good and you're not. No. It was an overall community discussion. And you, as well as B. Tim and apparently Granny, took it personal.
you could say, okay, like call it out, but like It's all this, I mean, I guess they're saying like, well, we're not going live like twice a day about it. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. I mean,
No.
it's such a well, first off, we didn't say anything about people going live twice a day about it. But there's nothing wrong with having morals. People acting like that's a bad quality to have, right? Zero Jules, like what? What? I feel like Roro now. What?
people do what they do, like you got to just stay in your own lane. I feel like with some of this
Yeah,
stuff.
that's still in the judgment zone.
If they had the free time,
Oh
they
my
would be
God.
live twice a day about it.
No, I wouldn't. I've had plenty of time. Do I work? Yes. But do I have free time? Abso-fucking-lutely. I have between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. every day. And then from 6 to 11 every night. I've got weekends. Sometimes I have a full week off and I still don't go live. So keep telling yourself that to make yourself feel better. But it's, again, not my problem.
Yes, they would.
Yeah. And that's that's not the no judgment zone. That's the judgment zone we're
Oh
going
my
into.
God.
Twice
Yeah.
a day. Come on.
Okay, so obviously they feel judged. That's a personal problem. It's not a me problem. That's not a Deets problem. That's not a community problem. It was a community topic that y'all are taking personal, and I can't do anything about that. All I can do is say I'm sorry that y'all are taking it personal. But outside of that, I have no control over how you see yourselves. Yeah, some things don't need to be spoken of. I agree. Yes, Ellie folded right here. Yeah, she did. But she tried. She tried. I'll give her that credit. She tried to help them understand, but they just wasn't having it. Hey, Earth. Happy Sunday.
That's a judgment zone. We are not detectives. We also can talk about whatever we want whenever we
Exactly.
want.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I didn't.
That's the whole.
No, I
You absolutely can. You can talk about whatever you want, whenever you want. But if what you're talking about is harming a missing child's case, then make sure you don't say you're here for awareness. Make sure you're not claiming to be correcting misinformation like you did 3 minutes ago, B Tim. If you want to say whatever you want and act however you want surrounding a missing child's case, you don't get to claim those things.
have an opinion, but I don't
Yeah.
say, like I tell people all the time, a YouTuber is not going to solve the case. Police officers are going to.
Yeah.
And I think
I agree.
the service that we do a lot of times is that basically there's a lot of people that watch in the bushes that have their own opinion, but they're worried about stating it in the public forum until they see other people start stating it and being the first to talk about it. And that's what we do. We allow people to have an actual discussion.
Wispy said, it's all drama. There's nothing else to talk about in Sebastian's case until Lee says so. Awareness is our job now. I agree. Keeping his missing poster out there. Everything else is unnecessary at this point. I think that correcting the misinformation put out by other creators or public figures such as Dog, I think those things are important, but it shouldn't extend past that. Does that make sense? Like all the other bullshit, like let's take the 2 a.m. girls or whatever. All that shit wasn't necessary. Let's take T-Rev and Clues drama. All that shit wasn't necessary. It's like, but they don't get it.
Discussion about the situation.
And we don't have to maintain any social structure, or that's what really that was for the noble lie in a way, was to kind of like.
Well, to be fair, Body Moves is all over the place. She was in Deetz's chat yesterday. I think she went on Deetz's panel yesterday, actually. She's in Queen's chat. She's in Granny's chat. I don't watch Clue, so I don't know if she's in Clue's chat. I think she just likes to, she was in Nonsense's chat. I think she just likes to go everywhere and get all perspectives.
kind of like trick the people in a way. I don't know, to maintain like a harmony going on,
Right.
you
Me
know,
too.
amongst
Yep. I
society.
go all over the place. I go everywhere.
Was to kind of like, I don't know, kind of like trick the people in a way. I don't know, to maintain like a harmony going on, you know, among society. So I
Like
don't know.
how are we tricking the people?
No, we're not.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's why it's like a interesting. I don't know. It's not really the best.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
why I think it's wrong.
it's wrong.
Well, good on you, boo. Good on you. You can think it's wrong all day long, but the fact is, you really can't have an opinion on if you think something's right or wrong when you don't even understand it. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm sorry if y'all took it personal. It wasn't personal. There's that live streams link. Um, it wasn't meant to be that. But I think because it was coming from me and Deets, I think that is why he's so unwilling to accept the noble lie theory or the noble lie discussion. He don't fuck with us, so he thinks that like it shouldn't even be discussed. Whatever. Keep yourself in this little box, B Tim. It's not our problem to explain every fucking thing to you. Queen didn't really say nothing about it. And honestly, I think take the fact that it was me and Deets discussing it. If it was, let's say, if it was nonsense discussing it or Clue discussing it, I think Queen would probably agree because we have talked about that in the background plenty of times. Thank you, Trish. We've talked about that plenty of times. How sometimes people make things worse, even though they're trying to make things better. I know you do, Ellie. I know. You tried, girl. They just wasn't having it. And that's okay. But I think the reason they weren't having it is because it came from me and Deets. I can understand that. But I also don't understand it. Because at some point you got to be able to step outside of your problems with somebody and see what the overall discussion was. She was on her panel right before they started talking about it. Oh, Johnson, did you see my comment? I didn't mean Body was in chat as a bad on her, but B Tim says YouTubers won't solve cases, but she helped solve one and there's others. It's just an excuse for him. I agree with that, KDB. I didn't take it necessarily as you saying that she was in there as a bad thing. But thank you for explaining that. Oh, I agree. I agree, Mystery. And it happens a lot. It was a valiant effort, wasn't it? You gotta be. Bacon. Hey, Lady K. Glad to see you, love. I just think I can't think of the word for it, but just the the disdain, the dislike for me and Deeds made the noble lie hard for him to accept and interpret. Same for voices. Oh, thank you, Avery. I think we could all. I hate that people took it as being judgy. I knew they would from the beginning. I told Deets, like, if we do this noble lie, because it actually stemmed from a conversation me and Deets were having in private about ourselves. And so we decided to go live about it. And I told her before we went live, like, people are going to say this is us on the high horse or the moral authority. And that's not at all what we were trying to do. Not at all. We were trying to bring light to something that happens regularly that we don't even notice sometimes, you know? Yeah, somewhere. But I thought like when I heard you talking about it, Ellie, I was like, these are the kind of discussions me and Ellie used to have in the background. Like, but if it was me and Ellie that brought it up and we were all still cool, it would be accepted more. You see what I'm saying? It's just not accepted because it was me and Deetsy. And that's okay. But you can stay small minded. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm consistently trying to grow daily. You cannot change things you are not aware of. Thank you, Candace. Yes. And sometimes we just aren't aware of things we may do, like unintentionally. Well, couldn't have been the delivery that day because we were calm as cucumbers. I mean, everything was fine. We were just talking about this community and how they're letting all of the drama, including us, we did at first too, how we were letting all the drama take over. And then we would say, if somebody asked us, well, what are you doing here? Well, we're spreading awareness. We're spreading awareness. I know y'all have heard me say 100 times, if not more, when I answer that question, well, I'm hopefully spreading awareness so that any future parents of missing children that may come to this platform, maybe they will stumble across my stream and take something from it and realize not to fuck with these YouTubers, right? I've said it 100 times over. That is what I'm here for. But when I go into the drama of everything, the Nick the Hat, the Dog the Bounty Hunter, the 2 a.m. girls, the Tony Mathis, which I've been a part of, takes away from my point in being here. Rock a bit. She lies so goddamn much, like a cheap rug. I don't even know. Hey, Southern Gal. Southern Gal, I'm glad to see you, love. So, there's some other things that I want to talk about later at a later time pertaining to people feeling they needed to do a deeper dive on Cluminati and not necessarily follow groupthink. And to me, if that's where you're at in your mindset, that I'm sorry, I should have did a deeper dive myself and not went along with groupthink. To me, the proof is out there for you to go do the dive. But if you do the deeper dive, you're just going to find more, and it's just going to be more you're going to ignore. The deeper dive thing made no sense. I don't want to speak on it until I get more information. But somebody said that they was sorry to Clue for going along with groupthink, and that they should have took a deeper dive themselves. There was nothing to deeper dive on, honestly. We found everything, I think. Happy Sunday, Southern Gal. Thanks for renewing. No, I don't either. And that's what I'm saying. So the whole deeper dive thing it caught me off guard because it was like what we put out was not groupthink against Clue. What we put out and what we called out was it wasn't exaggerated. It wasn't pumped up to be something it wasn't. It was what it was. And you saying you think you should have done a deeper dive and not necessarily went with the group think, to me, you're saying you don't trust the people that put that information out there. So, yeah, it was a fact. Yeah. It wasn't made up. It wasn't a story. It was what it was. She's a bigot, she's racist, and if you want to apologize, that's on you. If you want to have something to do with her, that's on you. But just know it's going to make a lot of people side-eye. Thank you, Wispy. Still discounting it today. Thank you, Nicole B. I appreciate it. Member for 8 months. Wispy going on a whole year, girl. A whole year. I'm out on that one. It's a tough conversation, especially when it's somebody I actually adore. I actually adore this person. So just like the left eyeball. Oh, that's funny. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I just wanted to approach those few things and have a chit chat with y'all and see how y'all were thinking and feeling about it. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday night. Please make sure you hit that like or dislike on the way out of here so that we can keep this video, this live stream in the algorithm. Please and thank you. All right, guys, have a good Sunday night and a good start to your Monday morning. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
If you ever feel lost or caught in a bind, just think of Jones and you'll surely find that the simple life's the one that's truly free. In a hippie hut, just like Jones and you see.